So here it is, time for our first test rides. We loaded the V80 firmware and loaded the configuration. I did a little bit of tuning already, and my son is gonna test ride it. Oh, and by the way, my battery died, so I had to do a little extension here, and I'm using a 14S 3P bike battery. It's charged to 54 volts right now. So we'll be using that. All right, test subject is ready and let's go.
Feels fine.
So we got some technical struggle. We made some more room.
Wow.
Yeah, go back and forth a bit and see how it feels. Son is 85 pounds, so one of the tests we've always been doing is, can a light rider bring the nose down with the same setting that a heavier rider needs? And it looks pretty good.
The drops are fun.
So it seems to work pretty well. I still think I need to continue changing the firmware. I have a couple ideas of what I want to improve, especially the off-road behavior. I think even though it's already all right, that works.
I did not mean to do that. I tried to do the 180 thing. Almost did.
Preferably without hitting the garage door.
What was that? Is that rock? She was way better than the first time. Where it was all choppy.
Yeah, that's solved. That was the motor.
Alright, and one drop. Yeah, it comes out when you lean forward sometimes.
Yeah, the whole cable management could be improved there. But actually, the next thing I'm working on is I've got this 18S 2P battery, and that's going to go in the back, and then hopefully we won't need the external battery anymore.
I'm trying to curve mesh, but
Yeah, I don't know.
ooh, it's like shaving the wood off.
Go up and down the ramp and go backward. Go backwards down. So up. Is that smooth?
Yeah, I felt fine.
Good. Yeah, that was one of the challenges with the adaptive torque response, to get that behavior to remain right.
Yeah, it stays the same the whole time.
Cool. And now if you do a snap at the top and come down the other way. Yeah, that's so much nice. Do it on the XR now, just for comparison.
Okay.
Do the same thing on the XR.
The back.
You can't even do a U-turn on the ground.
I hate that scraping thing, why do they make that like that?
I have no idea. The U-turn behavior is my least favorite part about
Yeah, I can't.
the XR.
My nose gets too low and I just hit it.
Yeah, yeah. Every time when I watch the pros even do berms and when they do
Their
like
nose, is
the
like
nose
so low.
scrapes the whole time, and I don't know.
I don't like that feeling.
I don't know by what logic that's desirable.
I don't like it. I don't like it on this one.
Can you try one more 180? All right. So it's working out pretty good.
Yeah. And that one actually feels the most like this one. Like the other ones don't feel like that one as much.
Yeah, I think the hypercore definitely plays a big role. Having the same motor does make a difference. Also, let's compare the sound actually. The sound of the motor is quite similar. Very similar noise.
I think that the frequency is a bit different though.
Oh yeah, we tried setting the switching frequency down to 14 kilohertz to match the XR. So even that background noise became identical. The part
I don't know what that creaking is.
I don't know what the creaking is either. Boom. Yeah, I know this is the XR. It's not my VESC OneWheel, but I felt too embarrassed to ride through my neighborhood with the umbilical cord hanging off my backpack. So I'm really happy with what the behavior is like, but I will need to continue tuning. There are two main things. Well, the biggest downside of the VESC behavior is how it behaves at low speeds. When you're going slow and you're trying to go over, like basically something that the beginner would feel, where if you're just trying to go smooth over rough terrain, over changing terrain when it goes up and down on a stock XR or Plus or Pint, it just kind of does all the work for you and you don't have to do anything. It just keeps you level at all times. Whereas the VESC, even my firmware still doesn't get close to that. It's much better than stock firmware, but stock VESC firmware, but I don't know how to fix it because the signal quality of the acceleration, whether I get it from the IMU, which is even worse, or I get it from ERPMs like I do now, I can't get it to be smooth, meaning I can't properly assess the acceleration, meaning I can't properly react to it. So that's why it sometimes overreacts, sometimes underreacts. But I personally don't care too much about this beginner friendliness of the vehicle. I'm not trying to sell VESC OneWheels as a product. So what I want to focus on is its behavior off-road. And there, I think we're already really close to how the XR behaves. And I think I know how to get beyond that and how to make it behave better. So that's what I want to focus on because I personally have little to gain from improving the beginner behavior, so to speak. So I'll be working on that, and I see no reason for our VESC OneWheels to not outperform the XR. Thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.